real quick.
You guys heard about the Reese's Cup, and they're making a new big stuff Reese's Cup.
Oh, there. Boom. Hello, everybody. Anybody that's coming and watching right now, I am dropping stuff. Trash. Like Porky. Hi, I'm Trash. But anyway, I said I was going to do this on Twitch, and now I'm back on here. I had a wonderful weekend at BoltCon. I talk about it. So if you want to go to twitch.tv/VinnyRatlock, you can try see more about that later, after this. Because right now, I'm going to be doing some fun little crap for you all to look at and enjoy. As soon as I get it all set up. Still setting up. So sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh yes, I need that. There's that. Click on that. There we go. So we're live on Facebook and on the tab. Reload. Well, good grief. There. Right now. Okay, so I'm here. Hi, everybody. I'm here. Working on getting everybody to be able to check me out. All right. Got that going. It's notifying me that I'm online. That's hilarious. On Facebook and on the tab. Reload. Click to expand, and we're not expanding. Okay. Click to expand, and we're not Stop it. Okay. For some reason, the my Facebook page when I stream will not display conversations on my streaming channel. So anyway, I'm here right now. We're going to do this real quick because it's crafting, and we've got a new season on my Twitch.tv, which then a week later will be here on YouTube, because I'm on YouTube as well as Facebook. We're only on Facebook, so you have a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/The Badass Network. Right now, though, what we are doing is we are doing. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about, have to spend all this money to get the styrofoam heads or mannequin heads or just anything like that, so that they can display their masks. And even I happen to have one right here. It is maskified. It's got little lumps over here and stuff like that. It itself could become a mask. But the reason why I'm showing this off is because you don't have to go, because right now it's ridiculous, because there are foam heads I've seen now at Hobby Lobby go for like $9, $10, even some are $15. And so, if you have a massive collection of masks you want to put on display, is not the route you want to go. So what do? I just happen to have one of these on here. You can make a bunch, and I do mean a bunch, of masks if you happen to have these two items. And that's why it's like this $15 styrofoam head. All you need to do is have some cling wrap and packaging tape. That's all you need. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me get the camera set up. All right, there we go. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. It's my technique called plastic mache. Plastic mache, if you will. I don't like paper mache, it's too messy. I like the texture. Absolutely right here. Hey Vic, what's going on? I'm doing some crafting right now, showing people how they can save money, doing displays for their masks instead of having to go buy a $15 some odd styrofoam head or mannequin head. And I'm doing that way of, why is it not? I'll leave, I'll come back, I'll connect to the internet. Silly. Film, darn. There we go. Boom. So I'm gonna put this on. Are you trying to fall off? No, we're not trying to fall off. So, yeah, that's the right way. I did it the right way. I'm telling myself I'm doing it wrong, and I'm actually doing it completely right. Let's bring this up. Oh, yes. Matter of fact, it's actually the same method how I do my sand from tree heads back in the day. Or even how I'm doing, say, the, what are they? Mouse heads. Just a very inexpensive way of doing it. So here's my setup. Where's my look, I'm looking at myself now. Whoa. Anyway, that's being ridiculous. So here's my setup. I got to clean my desk. I just got back from a Voltcon 2022. Had an awesome time. Met a lot of cool people, rekindled old friendships and whatnot. Made some sales, sold some stuff. And now I'm back home. Wonderful home, wonderful wife, wonderful son, wonderful life. And so what I'm doing is, I did the past season was, Road to Voltcon, where I was making stuff for the convention, and now I'm doing a new season, which is going to be called Masks, in which I am. You literally just bought two tonight. Poop. What are you gonna do? So I have this guy right here, boom. And I'm going to show you a very expensive way to just make the head. And like I said, this cost me probably $1.49 for this roll of packaging tape. This was $2. This Glad cling wrap, $2. So I'm going to show you how you do it. And I think some of you guys are looking at it already, and you already know what to do. And if you already guessed it, congratulations. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. You know, because how's it going, Chris? I hope you're doing well. I can't wait. Chris has a convention coming up in Rhode Island, I believe. Maybe right or might be wrong. He's an awesome mask maker. And like you said, he just said, I literally bought 2 tonight. So now I'm going to show you how to do it so that you don't have to keep purchasing heads. I mean, if you want to have that kind of look and display and whatnot, especially if you're a salesperson trying to sell them and whatnot, it's okay, I guess, to have those kinds of masks. But in this case, you know, yes, Rhode Island, awesome. I have to jump back and forth every now and then to the Facebook. For some reason, my Facebook feed will not put my comments in my restream. I got to figure that out. So here's the head. Here's some dice. We don't need that. Although I do that Twitch in the mornings on my Monday through Thursday, my morning stream, which I'm taking the week off and doing it at nighttime. I roll the dice to decide what I make. So that's not tonight. Tonight we're doing this, getting it set up. That's wonderful. Sorry, the cookies are a little on the dark side. Old Christmas card, so that's fine. Love that. So here we go. This is what we do. First thing I do is I do a crown of tape. And okay. I'm getting another mask commission going on. So what we do is we do the crown. And the crown is just sticky side out. I go across the head until it sticks. Boom. Oop. That was from I have a couple screen props. What's up? Thank you. Yeah, I have these authentic, even with that dead spider there. Boom. These were used Troy, Chainman post explosion. So these are actual screen used pieces from the scene of Saw 3. So I have those. I'm going to be putting those on and putting them on a display board and stuff. So we got the crown. Yes, matter of fact, I'm going to be doing one where I'm going to take those masks. I have 2 of them over here. The little kids Jason masks are the ones I have, and make them look more authentic, like a real Jason mask. Oh, good. Ian got back to me. So, where's my sharp end? Cut this loose real quick. And I'm also going to put one down around the bottom of the neck. And, I'm probably going to actually just hook it up here. I want this to be kind of sticky for the very first go. Because this is all going to be layers. Cut this loose. Now that that's done, pushing it down, form the face. We get this guy. And you don't even really need this little cutter thing. You just pull the film out. And what you do with this is you just give it 1 or 2 passes over the face. just pull it and tear it off. Now, you have that coated, right? And you're like, well, that's not much of a head and stuff, but that's why I said this is going to be layers. So if you see that, now we take this and we go sticky side down. Boom. And you just tightly wrap it around the head. Doesn't matter if it gets wrinkled up or not. Like I said, this is going under the mask that you are going to be putting on display. So you can have wrinkles and creases and whatnot. If you want to clean it up later on, you can. And see, you see how that's pulling that tighter now around the neck, squeezing some of the air out and whatnot. You guys like ASMR? There you go with the tape noise, if you will. But you basically want to go over this until you have completely coated the entire mask, or the entire head, if you will. Now, what I'm going to do, push this back a little bit. I'm going to check Facebook to see if anybody's said anything. No. Just good old Chris. So pull out a strand. Start here. Pull down tight over the nose. So see, now you got some more stuff where you can do some form fitting. Now also, if you want, if you have a heat gun, I do, but I just didn't really see the reasoning for it. But you can take a heat gun and actually just lightly hit it, and it'll shrink and compact into itself. But for this being as simple as it is, I'm going to just do 2 layers of each. But I actually learned this from Stiltby Studios, where you can make full body mannequins. You just have somebody else there with you. They hold a pose, and you wrap it, and you do this kind of wrapping over their arm, torso, legs. You can do the mannequin head, or I did it one year where I wanted to make sure it was my head exactly, so I put straws in my nostrils. My buddy Steve helped do me up. So there we go with that. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I didn't want to be too wasteful of the tape. If the tape was very cheap and it doesn't matter, you can buy it and you have like 3 or 4 rolls, go for it. Just go crazy. Just coat the whole thing. I like doing little strands because then I do a little bit more strategy in placing it and whatnot. And I like doing the brown versus the clear because the saran wrap's clear. Well, if you're using absolutely clear packaging tape on top of that, then you don't know if you've hit every area. With this, you can tell when that area's been covered. So that would be my little thought to you if you try to do this at home. Stood outside for too long. It's like, man, we're starting to get frost and stuff. I still had mosquitoes biting at me today. There we go. We just have a little spot right here that I'll cover up. That's done. That's nice. Now, finishing up the face. What I'll do is I'll go over the nose right here. And I got the whole back right here of the neck. I'm not making a mask round, but I've actually used this method to make a mask before. What I'm doing is I'm going to create a bust or a head that you will put masks on when you're displaying your mask, because a lot of people go and spend upwards of you know, because Hobby Lobby right now, one of their typical, the cheapest one that I've seen is a styrofoam head. It's very small. It's smaller than this even, and it's for like $6.99. And then they have a couple larger ones for $12 and $13.99. I've seen them go up to $25, and then people are like, "Oh, just get the mannequin heads." And I'm like, you're spending all that money on something that isn't going to get seen because you're putting a mask over it. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to show you how you basically make up using, like I said, this is $3.50 in tape and cellophane. And with the tape and the cellophane, if you do it right, you can use that $3.50. About Tree Fitty. Yeah, they are very, very pricey. For $3.50, you can probably make 5 or 6 of these. So I'm just showing you a quick process of how it's done. And like I said, you can use this method to recreate all kinds of stuff. I'm doing the toothache tape job right there. I'm going around the chin strap, if you will. Then we're going to do the chin right here. All right, now got a little spot back there. You do want to make sure we're completely coated. Boom. I got a little down here I still need to get. And I'll actually leave this open for later. Okay, so now we have one coat of cellophane, one coat of tape. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do another coating of the cellophane. So we get that out once again, and we'll start the top. Sometimes I like to just do a whole first layer. Yes, tape sticky side out, just in a couple places so that you make sure that it grabs the cellophane. And then you do the whole head in cellophane. I did like 2, maybe 3 passes, and right now I'm going to do like 5 or 6 on the second one. I'm going to get it kind of thick. As you can tell. And you can do that, and then you can do the twist and roll over the face, over the head. And I've done probably 6 layers now. So this is a good stopping point. Just tear it all away. So now that I've done that, I'm going to do another pass with tape. And with all honesty, you only need to do 1 layer of the tape. So you smush it all down. I mean, if you wanted to, it's like I have it right here. However, I mean, you don't need to. You can use the tape, but I have a heat gun here, so you can take the heat gun, and as you slowly hit it, the tape will start to, or the cellophane will start to pull itself in. Now, the reason why I don't like it is if you're not too experienced with it, you'll see that holes will start forming. You don't really want too many holes, but the plastic will pull in some areas. You can see right there, it's starting to pull in up the forehead. Over the top, you see it start to shrink itself. So it will pull itself in, but if you do it for too long in a certain area, you'll see it start to burn holes into it and stuff. Like I said, we don't want to burn holes. See, I just burned a hole right there, which is why I just do the tape. So you can shape it with that, but like I said, with me, I'm a tape guy, and because, see, look, it got too hot right there, melted the hole in. So now I got to grab the cellophane and do a couple passes around the neck again. That's why I'm not too big of a fan. Like I said, if you may have a heat gun that's got a really low temp, it'd probably work better. I have a very high temp, heat gun, so I will do a couple more passes now, just to, and here's another trick too, especially when you're covering a small area. Pull it out a little bit, give it a twist one way, and then you double layer it right there in that small part. So here we go, and pull that loose. Push it all down again. And like I said before, hair dryer would be good. Yeah, I didn't even think of a hair dryer. I always use, Blech. So now we'll go and type again. I'll just do a quick little run through, get most of it done. Like that, you guys like ASMR. Enjoy. That was fun. I was doing this method to make those heads from Sam from Trick or Treat Sam Burlap. I just take a beach ball or one of those big like kickball things you get at Walmart for like $2, and I would do this method with it about 4 or 5 times, and then to keep its integrity, since people were wearing it, I would take a decent thick wire, and make like a skeletal frame that would go all around it, and then wrap that up too, so it wouldn't just collapse. Because this you're going to fill, and those masks you were not going to fill. Now go here. I'm going to go under the chin using that tape and some torque or pull strength. Start filling in the chin. I'm going to cut it right there. Where's my teeth? Use my ivory nippers. So there you have it right there. You already got some of the form back in the head. Go around the neck. So you pull tight and lay it down. Pull tight, lay it down. Very simple to do. Go across the mouth. Back down across the back of the neck. There, bite it again. Smooth that. And then I'm going to cover all the other little areas that I missed. Like I said, since you're holding a mask with it, it's not too big of a deal to honestly have not too much definition, because you're putting something over top of it anyway. All right, so let's get this chin real quick. So the part over here. Anybody say anything? No, we're good. Go across here. Most of the areas that I needed to tighten up are done. So now this is just laying tape across. But no, the fun thing is the way that you do this, the way how the tape lays down and stuff, the wrinklage and everything like that, you could do a pretty decent, like you could paint it, make a mummy mask, or even make it look kind of like a cloth, like a scarecrow. Man, I wonder if you could even pull it off and make it look like that, like the new Corey Taylor Slipknot mask. That'd be kind of neat. Just put the wrinkles in the right place. You can also do sculptures. You can sculpt heads like this too. You got latex. Latex all about it. So I got a couple spots right here I need to do. Oh. The kind of head I'm using, it's actually one of those mannequin heads where you put another face over top of it with hair and stuff, like people do. I did a bidding like 6 years ago at Hannah Haunted Acres was having an auction, getting rid of some of their old stuff and props, and it was a head that they used for cutting hair and stuff like that. I don't believe they do, but if you want to get a base head like that, get one. Just one of just get one of the foam ones. You'll be fine just having one of those and then doing this on top of that. Like any kind of a head base that you have. Like I said, I got crazy one time. I didn't have a foam head or anything like that, and me and my buddy Steve, I just I let him take my own head up. I was able to breathe. I made sure I was able to breathe. So I'm just going to do these 2 layers. Check and make sure they're all covered. All right, we are good with that. So now that I have this done, what I'm going to do is I need to get this out and hollow this out. So by doing that, I'm going to take this X-Acto blade. You can also take a pair of scissors, go straight up. I'm going to start right about here. And I usually do like 4 passes of each, but I'm doing 2 right now just because you already get the drift of what's going on. So I'm starting with these 2. I just work my way down. You also want to make sure you use a head that you don't mind cutting up. And see, I'm just going straight down. Oh, you do have a buddy named Steve. There's a lot of Steves out there. You just make the pass a couple of times just to make sure it all's coming loose. So now I'm going to poke myself with the finger. Just remember, guys, these things are dangerous at times. So, I got cut this through right here. This is going to be, all this bottom is going to be cut loose. So, probably have to cut it a little more up. All right. Guess I gotta do some more passes, some more cuts. I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts it's the same Steve. Let me set that down before I poke myself again. And just slowly work the head out. There we go. There we are. Didn't realize it was going to be this much more difficult. Oh, because the ears. The foam heads don't have ears, so they don't get hung up on it, but mine did. So, all right, there we go. So we pulled this out. So now we have this head. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically tape it back shut where it was. So Let's do that. Let's do that, shall we? And we'll do that just by keeping my one hand here inside to try to keep it. Don't you stop doing that. Because I want to keep a hand under here so that when I do the taping, layer tape right here, pull it to the seam, lay the tape back over top, keeping the hand under to push on. There we go. There's one part done. Oh. There's somebody messaging me right now. What? Busy. Give you in a sec. I am entertaining people. So I'll do the base now. You just catch the bottom, pull it to where the seam is, lay it over, just push it in. You're just going to seal the whole thing up with the tape. And then right here at the head, at the top. Smooth that out. There'll be some bumps and divots. So now, there we go. I have this. It is still hollow. It is still malleable. So this is what you can do once you have this done. If you have packing peanuts, if you have newspaper, if you have old clothes, then you know where I'm going next. I don't have any of this. I got some old paper here. So just take paper, and just wad it up, throw it in, and you stuff it like you would a dummy. Or you can even, if you want to get crazy, some great stuff. You know, some spray foam. Put it in there, or like an old T-shirt. If you want to give it some weight. That's true. I mean, yeah, when we made the bust of my head, I was actually working on my Man-Thing cosplay. That's what I was actually saying. Yes, if you had some great stuff, you could probably put the great stuff in the head, and it would help fill it as well. But like I said, if you're trying to spend the least amount of money, like that's why I'm stuffing it with just paper, just good old paper. You can use newspaper, bulk mail, like that, all that crap mail that you don't even open because you know it's just something silly. You tear it apart. You can even you can even do shredded paper. You know, just run it through a shredder and make it all nice and puff. Just cram it all in there and have it fill every crevice. And do you hate it when you have a lot of thoughts that you're trying to get out and your mouth can only keep up with so many? Because as I'm talking to my brain's like, oh, and say this, and it's like, but yeah, so just stuffing this right now until stuffing it like a turkey. Which, by the way, happy Thanksgiving to those in Canada. Happy Indigenous Day to all of you out there. Screw Christopher Columbus. I swear, some people are like, if I hear anything else other than Christopher Columbus Day, you know, I'll just flip. And I was like, tell me you're racist without telling me you're racist. Almost done here. Paper towel. the more I get in there, the more I start to cram it up a little bit. Well, you can use just about anything. Like, see, and here's some paper towel. I'm shoving in there. Then, I had some plastic. Oh yeah, here. The old plastic bag. Wad that up. Shove that in there. Some old rubber gloves. Just another plastic bag. You can shove just about anything in there, especially if it's something you're never going to use again. You know, why do anything else? Why go purchase stuff to put in it when you can just, shove just about anything in there, get it all nice and sealed up. There's no this. There. Sold, lidded, whatever it is. Shove all that in there. And see, now it's holding better shape. It's good to, yeah. As long as it can fill it in, like I said, old newspapers, bulk mail, piece of paper, shove it in there. It's that easy. Packing peanuts, Here's the more. Boom, shove that in there. Marbles. I don't know why you do that, but yeah, just whatever. And see now that I have, and what's even more fun? If you have this and you're out of tape, you can shove that kind of in there too. Maybe make a cut, fit that in there, and give it a stronger neck as your base. So I think here's some more of that. Just trying to make sure that I'm filling up the neck right now. You put just about anything. My camera pooped out on me just now. Are you being so cranky? Yes, I want to join. I did not say you could go. Igor, get back in here. And we're back. For how long? I don't know. And I'm almost done, but it's already trying to poop out on me. What just happened there? That's not what I wanted to happen. It's because I double clicked it. Still getting used to stuff I've been using for months. So yeah, I don't think I have really anything. Here's some more plastic bags and another. So that's all nice and pretty full. So then all I do now is I just take some more tape. And I cover the bottom of it. Depending on how you want to do a stand for it, like say you want to do a flat, like a flat stand, like a round piece of wood or something like that. After you're done with it, you can just glue it in place, or you can have like a little spike to run up into it to hold it steady if you want. So there's that. Boom. I'll fix this nose real quick. Like I said, you don't even need to go as crazy as I did, but there's. There you go. So there's that. And if you want, when you're ready to put the mask on display, you can probably spray paint it. Take maybe some Plastidip or something like that, like a rubber-based spray. And see, there you go. Boom! I have a mask display. Look at that. Boom. Now you can go and set that up wherever. You said you paint it black, paint it white, paint it any color you want. You can even paint a face on it. Now you got prop heads. You got prop heads you can do on stuff. Like if you have a mannequin or something like that and you don't have a head for it, boom, there you go. What else do I have I can show? I had something. I don't remember where I put it. I had a latex mask that I was going to put on there to show. I thought I did. I do. I know I do. I just keep misplacing stuff. That's how it goes. There you go. That's a fun one. Maybe I'll use it to display this. Yeah. So there we go. But see, it's like, it's that easy, you know? Yes. But okay, so think about it this way. This cost me like $2. That cling rack cost me $1.50. Look how much is still on this tape. I didn't even budget, you know? Now, if I did like 5-6 layers, that would probably go through the whole roll. But I only did 2 passes on each one. I can probably make 2 more, no problem. And the same goes with the plastic wrap. So, and yeah, you have all that. And I mean, if you wanted to get crazy, you'd sit there and just go across your. I don't suggest people to do that because some people are not smart and they go directly over their mouth and their nose. And then you never hear from them. So I wouldn't suggest doing that. I mean, I did it myself, but I wouldn't suggest anybody else doing that because I don't know how smart some of these people are that are out here watching me. I'm not saying you guys aren't smart. I'm saying there are people out there that'll see them like, oh, just they don't think ahead. They cover their entire head with it and they suffocate. So just don't do that. just nobody do that, okay? And we'll all stay happy. Ah, here you go. Let's put this guy on it. There we go. You know, boom. That is my oddball Slipknot mask. So, yeah, get your disclaimer ready. So there you go. See, and look, now that's down. Boom. So, and if you need to beef it up, like I said, if you feel that it's not big enough, you put more layers on it and it will swell. You can make it bigger and smaller depending on how many layers you have. And so there you go. All you got to do is put a thing on the bottom of it. You know, you can make like a little wall mount for it on the back and hang your mask that way. I'm actually thinking about doing a tutorial soon on cleaning latex because there's all kinds of little spots and stuff on here. And I'm thinking it's mold, but yeah. So you can see like the difference between this and my head. My head is significantly bigger. But if I wanted this to be the same size as my head, like let's say I'm working on a mask for myself, I would just keep adding layers to it and keep going. I'd do another layer of cellophane, another layer of tape, and I would keep going until, you know, holding it, I'd be like, okay, it's the same circumference, size, and boom. And then you can set it down and actually do masks knowing that whatever you do, it's going to fit your head. So yeah, there we go. I like that idea too. Yeah, latex. I'm surprised there's people showing how to clean like latex. No, not latex. Sorry, not latex. Vinyl. This is a vinyl mask. Vinyl lasts longer. If you see, there is no rot, but on top of it, there's some mold that has grown, and it's actually very easy to clean. But there's no tutorials out there showing people how to clean their vinyl mask. So when it even gets a little bit dirty, people don't know, and they just pitch it. They get rid of it. And it's like, there's so much you can do. Like this mask, once I get it cleaned and stuff, if I wanted to sell it, I can ask minimum $115 for this mask. You know, or you can find a decent, like I was 2 years off. If it was 2 years older, it'd be almost $1,200. But you know, what can you do? So yes, I'll probably be doing that on another stream. If you guys haven't yet, come check me out because this was just a little taste. I normally do all of my crafting and stuff on twitch.tv/VinnyRatlock. I do Monday through Thursday mornings, 8:15 a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. where I make stuff. I take this dice or a different dice, I roll it, I look at the list, and it tells me what to make. It's exciting. A lot of audience participation as well. During this week, I'm doing it at nights, 8:15 till about 10 p.m. Where I'll be making masks. And yeah, that is the new season. It's masks, masks, just a bunch of masks I'm making. And but I have this, I have one to display it with, and who knows, maybe if I can't sleep tonight, I might make another one. Who knows? So yeah, Non here and Vic, thank you guys for watching. And then over there on Facebook, thank you, Chris. James, hey. Yes, I spent about tree fitting. And that's when I realized he was 9 stories tall and from the Mesozoic era. I was like, Loch Ness Monster, I already told you couldn't have my tree fitting. Anyway, thank you guys for being on. Till then, I don't know. We'll see you again. Like I said, twitch.tv/BennyRatlock. And then after a week, I load them up onto YouTube. So I hope you had fun. It was fun for me. Have a good one. And a happy Halloween if I don't see you until then.